While many families are gearing up for graduations, parents at Buffalo School 89 have found out that half of all 8th graders there will not be moving on to high school. Good evening, I'm Mary Alice Demler.
And I'm Scott Levin. As 2 on your side's Liz Lewin reports now, parents don't believe it's their kids' fault. They say accountability lies with the district.
Nothing. Only one teacher reaches out to you.
Many parents are outraged in the Buffalo Public School District and are demanding answers from district leaders as to why they're just learning their kids won't be graduating tomorrow.
When he wasn't focusing, why didn't somebody say, hey, we've given Jacob this many times to complete this math work? He's not doing it. Let's see if there's something going on with him. Let's talk to him.
If I had not come to a parent-teacher conference, I would have known nothing.
In less than 24 hours, 8th graders at Dr. Lydia T. Wright School, also known as School 89, will be getting diplomas. But not everyone. During an emergency press conference this afternoon, frustrated parents and advocates announced that out of 65 8th graders, only 17 will be moving on to 9th grade.
We need action from the interim superintendent today and board president Petrucci today.
Emmanuel Radford is a longtime advocate with We the Parents and says for far too long, students have been penalized for their performances, when really the problem lies in how this district operates.
We were the last school district to come back to school. We have a huge busing problem where to this day, to the end of the school year, students are not being picked up and are being dropped off late. So we have a huge busing issue.
Not to mention ongoing complaints about transparency and accessibility, plus suspension problems.
At Dr. Lydia T. Wright, the highest suspended grade level is 8th graders. They suspend 35% of the 8th graders. It's only 65 students. They suspend 35% of the 8th graders.
It's a big reason, Radford says, why so few students are graduating, and yet so many are falling behind.
It is a by law, when a student is suspended, it's on the school to provide education and provide work for that student to stay on task, right? To be able to come back to school and integrate properly. This school provided none.
Lakeisha Seal's son Jacob is her last child to graduate, but with too little time to make up the 17 points necessary to meet his math requirements, Jacob won't be graduating with his class tomorrow. Instead, he'll be preparing for summer school.
He's a black young man. He needs to graduate. He needs to graduate on time.
Michelle Robinson's son Sean also won't be graduating.
I feel like the school failed him. I'm supposed to get this entire book of 180-something pages done with him in 2 days in order for him to pass the math part, and then we still have to do the social studies and the science. That is not something that we are going to be able to accomplish.
Well, Scott and Mary Alice, I did reach out to the district this afternoon, who sent out this statement saying in part, quote, "We know and we appreciate that an 8th grade completion and participation in a moving up ceremony is a milestone for the students as well as parents and caregivers. With that in mind, the principal has been providing learning opportunities throughout the year for students to catch up on and their work, and has shared that all academic concerns have been communicated with the students' parents throughout the year. The principal is reaching out to affected families to discuss how to proceed." Here in the Information Center, Liz Lewin, Channel 2 News.
All righty, Liz, thank you.